Hey guys, welcome back to VIVA Glam magazine YouTube channel. This is Katarina and today I'm filming from my home because I like change. I'm like a cat. I am going to show you a makeup that got requested on YouTube. It was just a makeup in an actual photo that was posted. Obviously there's lots that goes into photos versus videos, right? So when you take a photo you have specific lighting set up, and I shot that photo with natural lighting with the black background, so the makeup's going to pop a little bit differently than if you do it here in the office with the white shelves behind me and stuff like that. I've been obsessed with this foundation by Wonder Beauty, and I started to use their foundation because it has extremely good coverage. I bought it, nobody sent it to me, but I love their brand. I love the brush it comes with. It's used, so sorry it's dirty. And I also have their concealer, and has the stick. Can you tell? Has the stick, and then has the liquid on the other side. So that's perfect for me because I have a little bit of redness here in my corners, and I like to use the stick because it's a little bit thicker to cover that, and then I go with the lighter one outward because I have some fine lines here, so I don't want to put too much makeup or heavy makeup into my fine lines, so I just use the liquid one. But this one is in light shade, and my foundation is light medium. I'm really pale right now because it's winter. So let's get going. Let me just clip my hair a little bit. And this shade is perfect for me because I have lots of redness, and yellow counteracts the red, so that's perfect. And I just do that. Then I take the brush and it's pretty easy to work with. It doesn't look caked up, but yet it's pretty I don't want to say thick because it's not that thick, it just has a good coverage. And let's not forget the neck. Can use the other side for larger areas. And now the concealer, like I said, I take the stick for my inner corners, just really tap it in. And now I take the other side, the liquid, and I do the rest. I switch to like a smaller brush for the foundation, for liquid foundation. I think it's very good if you use concealer and foundation from the same brand, because I feel like the consistency kind of has to match, and sometimes when you use different brands, you know, it might not kind of match all the way, and then the concealer is too visible because the texture is different and it just stands out compared to the foundation, or vice versa. Now I take my contouring palette by Iconic London. I love their products. And I just literally take my finger and use mix of these two shades, and use nice cream contour to add little more definition as well as almost like a tan. Maybe a little more here. And I have one cheek very different than the other, so I always try to kind of find a few shortcuts or tricks to make it more even. For example, like I would use this darker shade only right here to create a deeper halo effect compared to this side, because this one is more defined already, but this one needs a little extra darker shade just because there's almost no cheek. Okay, and I take the lighter one, the center one, and go on my nose. And the tip of my nose, just because I have kind of longer bottom part, so I like to shave it off with the little sculpting here. I do very subtle contouring. Then I go under my lower lip to create the illusion of bigger lower lip. Because it drops the shadow, right? And then I go also only with the middle color to shave off my chin because it's a little too long. I'm not so symmetrical as people might think. Shave it off just a little bit with the cream because I'm gonna go over with the powder to get rid of that little double chin. Okay, and then just a little bit up here because my forehead is kind of wider. So I like to shave off these sides, at least a little bit. And I like this iconic London palette because the cream is so smooth. It's very easy to blend into your any foundation pretty much. So I'm glad I discovered that. Okay, so that gave me light sculpting, not too much. Now I take another awesome stick. It's Beauty on the Glow blush and has two sides. One is pretty pink color. This one is a petal pink. Petal. So I put it on my cheeks. And I take the big buffer brush and I just really just work it in. Okay, the other side. Okay, maybe a little bit more. I like cheek color, especially pink, because it really brings out your light eye color if you have light eyes. But even if you have dark eyes, it's just whatever makeup you have around it, it just brings it out more when you have cheeks. Like and on the other side, there's like a highlighter. So I just put it here on top. See how pretty and subtle it is? I'm too old for those trends and have like really beamy makeup on, because I think it looks great on those young girls, but not on me. So I just like subtle, not really harsh lines. I am going to just set the T-zone a little bit. I like to use two powders. I like to use Makeup Forever, which is the translucent zero colorless basically powder, and I use it under my eyes. I just set the under eyes so they are lighter, because even though it's a translucent and it's like really light, it does leave a little lighter whitish film, no matter what people say. So if you want like a lighter under eyes, this is a good powder. And I put it like right here. But then I take my Cover FX, which is translucent light and has a little beige undertone. I do it everywhere else, because I don't want this too white. Now I'm gonna move to my eyebrows. As you probably have noticed by now, I have hardly any eyebrows because I'm the victim of the 90s trend when we all overplucked our eyebrows because we all wanted to look like Pamela Anderson. Now I always have to draw my eyebrows on if I do makeup, otherwise I look funny. On the other hand, I like not having any substantial eyebrows, simply because then you can draw them any way you want, right? Taking the Milani Brow Fix. This is the medium palette, number 2. They have 3, I believe. This is number 2. And I like to use the medium color, the brown. And this is the tricky thing, because it takes me pretty long time to draw my eyebrows, and I don't like to talk through it because I'm all about the symmetry and I have to be just so particular, and I don't have any perfect mirror here because I have the camera in front of me, so I have to kind of turn. So if I don't talk too much, just bear with me. Okay, so I think that's okay, pretty even. To create the bronzy eye, I am going to take the palette by Mia Del Mar, Navalera. Beautiful palette, has some bronze colors that I like. I'm going to grab this bronze color, has like nice red undertone, and I'm going to put it on my eyelid. When I work with my eyelids, I like to just use my fingers. It just grabs more pigment. It doesn't fall over my face. It's just easy to work with. This color right here, it's a nice cool brown bronze, and I go into the crease. and I just blend it out. Just roughly to create a specific shape. Now I take the same color and I do my lower lid. I don't pull the eyeshadow all the way to the corner because my eyes are a little bit closer set, which would make him look even closer set. So I always cheat and just go like right here and make sure it's perfectly blended. And then I just pull my eyes outward. And then I'll take the same color and I'll go into my crease a little bit more. Just the outer corner to make that V. Kind of like that. Yeah, basically the crease color should be like a cool brown, and then the lid should be different tone, so you can do like the redder undertone bronze, or you can even do gold. It's very pretty. Again, my left eye is a little bit bigger, has a bigger eyelid, so I have to kind of cheat and shave it off a little bit with the darker shade so it kind of comes lower, just to make it more even with my other eye. If I can see in these lights. I'll take black eye pencil by Charlotte Tilbury, my favorite. And I'm gonna draw the waterline eyeliner on both top and bottom. So you can just go ahead and frame your eyes. I don't do this often, only for this one look. Just because I have small eyes and it just closes your eyes even more, but with this technique, which you'll see what I'm about to do, it kind of makes sense. Go really the waterline, don't go on the actual eyelid, just waterline for now. Okay. The other one. This pencil is amazing. I love her products. They're such good quality. Okay. Now I sharpen the pencil and then I just, again, because my eyes are closer set, I don't go on the eyelid all the way in, but I just start halfway right here on the eyelid and just really pull the eye out with a nice eyeliner, or like half eyeliner, I guess. And if you need to, sharpen it again, because it is very soft and I love it. But I want to make sure I have a nice sharp pencil, and then connect the bottom a little bit. Kind of create this V. everybody's, you know, everyone's eye is different. But this is what works for my eye. So if your eyes are closer set and they're smaller, this is a good technique to kind of open them and create like a nice kind of cat eye shape. Just make sure that the transition between the waterline eyeliner and the upper is smooth. I take white mascara just to give my lashes a little primer. I love using primer mascaras. I'll do it on the bottom as well. Regular mascara, that's also by Charlotte Tilbury. She's so fabulous. I'll wait for the second coat. While I'm waiting for the second coat, or I mean the first one to dry so I can do the second coat, I take a little bit of my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder and just define my cheeks a little bit. Okay. Second coat of mascara. I like to build my own lashes as much as I can first, and then the false lashes should just kind of be the extension of your own lashes. It shouldn't overpower your lashes. I don't think, at least. I think that's the key to like the natural glam, not like really overdone. Obviously cat lash only. Majesty, my favorite style. And for my eye, because it's kind of shorter, I always cut the 3 hairs, so it's like a bigger chunk, smaller chunk, and the bigger. So I always cut those, and then I save it so I can use it later. And I have a video also where I show how you can use these ends basically instead of throwing them away. Okay, always wait for the glue to dry a little bit. I like when the glue becomes tacky, kind of like a chewing gum almost, before you put it on, because that way it doesn't glide on your eyelid. Just wait a little bit. Now I just take my mascara again, and I put a little bit of mascara, just a light coat on these lashes, just to make them pop a little bit more, and also to blend my own lashes with the falsies better. Okay. To highlight the eyebrow bone just a little bit, I'm gonna take the Milani highlighter from the eyebrow palette. Just a little highlighter, not too much. Just because it's supposed to be very bronzy look, this is the right type of a highlighter, which is not a lot, but it's just enough to pop the bronze underneath. And if you like, you can go a little bit in the corner. I do very, very little. Like I said, I'm already a little bit older, and I think too much of those highlights, it kind of ages me. So I would just a little bit. There you go. If you're young and perfect, of course, you do whatever you like. For the lips, I am going to take my Glamour Garden liquid lipstick. Now, what I like about my liquid lipsticks is the fact that you don't need a lot. You just take literally a tiny bit because they're so highly pigmented. And if you look at the wand, it's perfectly curved for your lips, so you can nicely draw them if you wish. What I like to do though is first just take the back of it and kind of just tap a little bit right here, and then just kind of rub it into my lips. So I have a very thin, highly pigmented layer of the liquid lipstick. That way my lips are not dry, they're not like too tight, you know, because you can control the amount from the beginning. And now if you want, you can take the tip, which has a, by the way, a little hole in the center, which controls the amount of the product. So, you know, if I'm putting, let's say you put too much product on the wand and you put it on your lips, the extra product will come out through that hole and it won't go on your lips, which is a very good control to make sure you don't get those very stiff lips from liquid lipsticks. Now, because I already have my lips stained, so I have nice color, I just want to define it a little bit more. So I take the tip, and it's almost like using a lip liner. Just, you can go a little bit over your lip line, actual natural lip line. And go higher. When it dries, it won't be as visible. And because my right side is going down, because my whole cheek is kind of falling here on the side for some reason, which means it's pulling my lip, I like to kind of cheat and go a little bit up in the corner to give me that cute lip instead of like droopy. Okay, and the same for the lower lip. You literally use this lipstick as a lip liner. It doesn't work with every lipstick. I tried. I have so many other brands to test, and you just can't do it with all of them. So I'm glad I'm able to do it with mine. Because that way it's like you have the lip liner and liquid lipstick in one. And again, you can even tap it in. It's almost like when you use a lip liner, and I do it a lot, and you've seen me doing it a lot. Like I just take a lip liner and kind of feather it in and just smudge it, and I basically kind of stain my lips instead of using creamy lipsticks, which my hair obviously always gets in it, and I don't like to use too many like lip glosses in general. I just like my lips to be nicely defined, stained, and just like comfortable, you know. And that's why I created these 4 colors to start with, because I think every woman needs to have these basic colors for different occasions, and they're super easy to wear. They're not waterproof purposely, because I think those waterproof consistencies make those lips so tight you can't take the product off. It kind of shrinks my lips, and I just don't like it. It's not comfortable. So this will last you for about 6 hours. Then you can always apply a little bit more if you like. And I kind of, that's it, like stain my lips. Now if you want a lip liner, feel free to do it some lip liner. but honestly you don't even need it, you know. But to mimic the look that you've seen in the photo, I am going to use Anastasia's lip gloss, and this one is, gosh, it's so small, pearl lip gloss. And this is one of those little tiny ones because I don't need more because I hardly use lip glosses. And just create that glossy look if you like. When I use lip gloss, it kind of, I feel like, makes my lips a little bit smaller for some reason. It's just too small, too forward. I just feel like just my lips kind of shrink instead of staying nice and big and full when I use just a lipstick. So, but this is the look. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.